Hi and hi and welcome to this week's Monday Live, and the last one in July, because later this week we are moving into August, and also in the end of the week at some point, not quite sure when, but yeah, there is a new moon, so it's going to be it it might going to be a quite interesting week. Uh, and I know a lot of you are here from Telltale Tarot's channel, and probably wondering where did he went. Uh, I don't know. I wonder that myself. I think it's strange, and I think there is a few logical possibilities. One, of course, that he just shut down his channel, but why should he? I don't know. And I will not use a lot of energy about speculating and about that. And the other one is that for some reason that YouTube has either quarantined him or shut him down, and I wouldn't know why because I'm not in that too. I don't know anything about that. So if you're wondering something about that, I'm sorry I cannot help you. So not about knowing what's happened. That's not how I work, but how. And you said, oh, you could put some cards and stuff. Yeah, well, maybe I could, but it would be. Mm, but like I don't do spreads for myself. I pull daily cards and stuff and see what is the energy for the day, what to be aware of and stuff. But the part of, how can I put it, to if I need what is best, this or that, then I have this tendency, or my subconscious or whatever it is, sort of influence the cards. So the cards either show wishes or hopes or fears or whatnot. So I'm not sure that I can trust the cards in such a situation, and I am too close about in this situation about where did this channel go, to be able to do that. So sorry, cannot help you from that, but well, I'm hoping he will be back soon and explain, like probably all of you, or at least most of you, do too. So let's get to this week's live reading. And yes, if you're lucky catching me live, you can get a card. I have pulled two cards from one from each deck, not for the whole week, but for the reading, and it's also an extra message. And the decks I have for this week are the Angel Tarot, and it looks like they got this on the back. And for instance, here they have the elements for shoes, like water instead of cups, and fire instead of wands, and earth instead of pentacles, and what is the last one? Air instead of swords, and they use unicorns, fairies, dragons, and mermaids. So that's nice. And they have the archangels in the major arcana, like Princess Jophiel here with the star card. That is one of my. It's very beautiful. And there's a silver lining to these cards also. And then I have the Healing Waters Oracle here. I'll see if I can help, because it's very bad colors here, from Rebecca Campbell. I would like to say it's her latest, but it's not. She came with another one about something with stones, about stones. But the guide, it's nice, with the pictures and stuff. And the deck looked like this in the back. It's difficult to see, maybe for the light. And for instance, like this in the front. Yeah, see, very lovely coloring. So I pulled two cards for the reading. So also to help me put a title, extra title, and we have Let It Rain and Ten of Fire, and it's about allowing what is. And the Ten of Fire, I really feel, is about being aware of not letting yourself being hold down, or you know, not letting yourself take on too many things, both in your mind or physical, practical stuff. So not taking on too much things, especially not taking on too many worries, even though it's not air signs, but we have the Let It Rain here about allowing what is, and then accepting help from others in carrying what is to be carried. Because even though dragons are strong and are able to do much, even the dragons have their limits, and you know, and then it's acceptable, not just acceptable, but a very good idea to accept help from others. And the first help you take is from yourself, sort of, and letting what is be what is. So that's interesting, especially, let's see, now I'm going to mix them in again for the energy for the week. And I don't know, maybe one of them come back. It happened in the Danish reading. One from the pre-pull card showed itself on the initial reading for the week. So yeah, let's see. And I understand. I also feel the worry card, and it is what it is. It's very much about, yeah, it's a general thing, but it's also about what happened, but where is that channel? This is especially for those of you that came here from Timothy and Telltale. Where is it? What's going on? About accepting it, and if you need some sort of help from others in handling, then please accept it. But especially the accept what is, and trust that everything will work out on the greater good. It happens for a reason, and we probably don't know the reason. Many of us at least don't. So we do ourselves a favor of not thinking too much about it, not letting ourselves getting stressed about it, and that can be the 10 of a fire with the dragon that has a little bit too much on shoulders. So, you know, accept help to let that go, what you have on your shoulders. And it's also, of course, if you have a lot of things to do in your practical life, or in general feel a little bit stressed out, it's an invitation to accept help, to ask for help, and to accept help when offered, so things will lighten up, and so you do not have to carry all the load alone. So yeah, so 2 cards from the healing water. So we're going to begin with. So let's see. Oh, this was supposed to be a heart, but it tricked me. Let's see. Okay. Happens the same as in the Danish reading. One of the cards showed itself once more, and it's the first card of the 2, about the Let It Rain, allowing what is, about trust. I know it's difficult to see right here because the light comes in right now. I should have thought about that and maybe done a little bit with the camera, but if I cannot open the camera now because I'm using it here. So, and I don't know if so I can put some in so that it's less light, a little bit more, less light, and that can be a good idea when so much light from the outside comes in. Anyway, it is about not just about this situation, about the channel, but about life in general. About, okay, this is now important to, you know, allowing what is, no matter what area in life. Just lay down, you know, connect, touch the ground, and sense what is around you, feel what is around, and take in what is surrounding, and allow what is, because that will make you ready to do this, to making waves, because the momentum is building. It is our time. It's saying it's our time. It's your time. It's my time. It's our time to make them waves, to make getting the words, making things shift. Because when making this kind of waves like she's doing on this picture, it will inevitably make things change, make things shift. And you can now, okay, then allowing things to be what is, and at the same time change them. How does that work? Well, it works like this. If you are stressing about, or feeling anxious about, or worrying about what ifs and what now and how, and hi Shasi, yes, I will pull. I can pull a card or two for you after I've done the general one for all of us. You can choose between the Angel Tarot or the Healing Waters, or let the cards choose. Hold one. But getting back to this, when it's important that we are in a state of allowing what is, and where we connect. So we connect to what's below us, what's above us, and we can see how the rainbow here, it's up here in the sky, and it moves down here through us, through our hands, and down below us. In the water. So it's about connecting mind and emotion, and staying in it, being in it. Because when you do that, then you are capable. Then what you set in motion will have a more beneficial effect. So, and that's why this is first card. So do that first. Accept what is. Allow yourself to connect, feel the calm, and then step into the energy of making waves, making things shift, making things stir them up a bit. Step into that power of creative power. And when we create, it's extra important. It's always important, but it's extra important when we are creating. And we are that in this week. This week is extra potent for creating and us helping in the co-creating. It's extra important that we stay connected and allowing what is, and not letting whatever in our surroundings and in our minds stress us. Because being in some sort of anxious or nervous place, or stress place, or oh, what if, or can I, would I, what now situation, mindset, then we are not able to do this. Then all the motion around us, within us, are taking on us on a ride, instead of we are creating the ride itself, that we are creating the waves, that we are creating how the water moves, how things are moving. So allowing what is and staying in the calm, connecting, also allows us to step into this energy of creating and making and shifting the energies, shifting our emotions, shifting our ways of being in life, instead of letting what happens around us change, take us for a ride. Then we create the ride. I hope that makes sense. So Chassis, now I can pull a card for you. 2 cards, one from each. Okay, one from the angel first, and then one from the water. So let's see. And I'm probably going to timestamp the video after, so the ones that are only interested in the collective for all of us can just watch that, and so then they can skip all the personal readings. So let's see. Last week there were so many. Let's see. You're welcome, Shashi. You're welcome. Let's see the water. So That's interesting. Not in a good, not in a bad way. Don't worry. Um, hmm. You have the Dreamer card about stepping into the new, right? Taking a leap of faith, even if that's needed, but stepping into new already, not doing it tomorrow or in a week or a month or whatever, but you have but already have taken the first steps. Even the dog is mostly part you know some being between worlds, so to speak, and already have taken steps to already have made some of the changes. But we also have the beneath the surface card, and it's a card that are asking you a question that is a good idea to answer honestly. Uh, it's asking what really driving you. So, what are the true motives uh, about this changing? Uh, and answer that question honestly for yourself. You do not have to answer it here for everyone to see, but ask it to yourself and answer it honestly. Go within, not just within, but go deep and see what lies beneath why you want to change, why you are taking these steps, why you're doing this, why you're doing this, why you are, why you want this, why you go beneath and beyond and go deep and find what lies beneath, what is your true motives. And as example, it can be like, for instance, oh, I would like a new job because I can get some more money, just as example. So because it's an easy, understandable example. Okay, then why would you like the more money, for instance? Oh, because then I can move to a place where I have more, where I can have a garden. Okay, why do you want a garden? Because then I can go and uh, tend to the flowers and the earth and enjoy. And why do you do what? Why do I want that? Oh, that's because it makes me feel so happy and joyous and relax inside. Aha, okay, then that's why you're wanting a new job. So finding the core reason, and this is just an example. It can be like anything. It's just an easy, understandable example. So, uh, oh, yes, it is definitely it is. Um, and I know it also says breaking free, but I feel that for now it's not the important thing. The important thing is the going deep and see the emotions, but because then yes, when you're a medium and setting up your own business, then it's go for the motives underneath. And then if some of the motives are something that, okay, wow, where did that come, then the breaking free comes into play also, because then it's about changing that by stepping into new ways of thinking around that area to shift that energy. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Juma. Oh, wow. So you're really doing a lot for other people. That's nice. That's so nice. So yeah, but this one was the first card with the dreamer. So, follow that dream. You have already stepped into, then it's time, and the dog has most of its body, and so it's time to fully step into the new way of living, the new way of being. Hi, Patty. So Juma, I am guessing, Juma, you would like a card, and oh wow, yes, yes, probably. How they move ahead and stop being so. Yeah. Juma, I will get to you soon. Just say one thing to you, Patty, before I pull card for Juma and then for you. That what are the general cards for both for the reading and for the week about? You're welcome, Shashi. It's about. Oh, it's not. it's mixed in, but yeah. But it's about the letting go, letting it be, letting things be as is, and and also accepting help when needed, so not getting caught up in all the stress. But we will see what works specifically for you when I get to pull your cards. So Juma, let's see. So Patty, if you have a wish for one of the decks, then please write it. Otherwise, I would let the cards decide. Juma, it's the healing water for Juma. One card, 2 cards from the healing waters for Juma. 1 card here and 1 card here. And yes, I'm going to timestamp this video, so when I'm done, if you came in here after the blue one, well, they're kind of both blue, different kinds of blue. But yeah, I'm guessing you maybe mean this blue one, or because it's difficult to see blue in the light. See if I can find something. That's why. Oh wow. Yes. I will tell you why I said oh wow, because it was the healing waters that wanted to give you cards, and I pulled 2 cards from that. So I will, and so that's definitely an extra message in that for you. So I will pull these 2 first that you're asking for. Okay. You got the Unity card, and the Empress, and that's 2 from the Major Arcana. And the Unity card is very much speaking about seeking out other people that your peers, who you feel connected to, where you feel there is some sort of some sort of where you can. Yes, I will do that, Patty. Any sort of way where it's I'm gonna put it. Yeah, where you feel these are my people. Here I feel safe. And you also have the Empress with Gabriel, and this card is very much about creating, but it's also very much about nurturing. It's also very much about it also speaks about giving birth to dreams, creating your dreams. But when you are in a feeling of where you feel feeling very down, it's extra important that you find someone or some or more people or communities, or where you feel here this is that can inspire you, that can give you a way of, I'm getting the feeling of belonging. And with the Empress card also, it's also very important that you remember to nurture yourself, but also that you, because this card goes both ways. It's both seeking out the ones that can give to you, but learn you things and teach you things, and and be some sort of mentor for you. But it's also the other way around, that you can be an example for others, that you have something to give other people. So, and especially when you have the Empress card also, I'm getting that there's 2 sides to this, about finding where you feel that you belong. So you can give from you, and you can get also, so you feel seen, heard, understood, and you can, and taking steps to nurture yourself, to taking care of yourself. That's really important with the Empress also in your situation. but also remembering that there's also this, these two cards are sort of both giving to others, but also receiving. It's about both giving and receiving. But if you're not able to receive and give to yourself, then it's more difficult to be there for others. But it's also really difficult to find ways to give that nurture to yourself if you are in a place where you do not feel seen or heard. So it's really important. This was the first card. It's really, and that's why that is the most important. That is the first step, to find people, places, groups, real life, online, both, where you feel you can connect at some plane, and then start there, because then it's way more easy to remember to nurture yourself. And if you don't know how to nurture yourself, then find someone or a place where they give you this inspiration how to, okay, and start there. I hope that helps. I really hope that helps. I have an extra bonus for you, because, and for all of those that wasn't in the beginning, these are the exact two cards from the beginning, and this card here was also one of the cards for the reading itself, about Let It Rain. It's about allowing what is. And that's, Patty, is one of the messages for you about allowing what is and not letting it, letting it stress you, but, finding the calm. And one of the other cards for the reading was Ten of Fire, about, accepting help instead of feeling like, oh, everything is on me. So, but let's see about the personal cards for you, Patty. That's Angel, one from each deck. Yeah, very high, very low. That's going like this. Yeah, it can be. So this, let's see, this way around. Wow. We have the Metamorphosis card and the Unity card again. And this Metamorphosis card, it's about embracing the transformation. It has already happened. Well, not that all the transformation has not happened, but things are different. And that is why it's extra important to embrace that transformation. Embracing the shifts. And yes, the card for both the reading and then the one that, letting it rain card, about accepting what is. Yeah, I will get back to you, Juma. This card is speaks of great shifts. It's not just shifts, it's transformation. It's called transformation. And it's important to embrace that, embrace the shifts, embrace the changes, and stepping into them full on. Learning of them, the growth of them, and what feels right to let go of, what feels right to take in instead. And you too have the Unity card, about finding like-minded people, about finding places in real life, online, where you feel heard, where you feel seen, and where you can also be that for others. Because that will not only help you, it's also part of the shift, it's part of the transformation, because it's fully ongoing. Things are different. So first step is to accept that, and step into it, and yeah. So and finding your peers, finding the ones that see you, where you feel seen, heard, accepted, and being accepted, not necessarily people agreeing with you, but being accepted and seen and heard for who you are. That's important. That is important where you are doing it, guys. Patty, that's really important, especially, yeah. Hi, Path. I will be right with you just a little while. Yeah, but just having to answer Juma first. Juma, yes, it's a good idea not giving up. It's a real good idea not giving up. Finding places where you feel this feels right. I don't know if you use any sort of pendulum stuff. I have my trusted one here. This one here is my trusted one. It's a bit heavy one, and then I have another one. This is what is the word? Copper. This is copper. Then I have with a stone. I'm not quite sure. I think it's aventurine. Not sure. It's more light. It's more easy influence. So usually I use this one because this is not so easy influenced by myself. So, but if you use pendulum or any then if you're in doubt if someone or some group of people or anything is good for you or not, then put this between you and them or the situation, or think about it and see which way to go. If you're not used to using pendulum, for me, yes, it's always back and forth like this. I'm stopping it. And a no, give me a no. You cannot see my hand because, you know, you can see you like this. This is a no for me, okay? And this is a yes. Right now I'm sitting doing this, so it went like crazy in the up and down. So that's a way, if you are energy sensitive, that's a way. You can also do it by testing by yourself, but that's important that you know that you test right, so to speak. I use this method here for yes, and I'm strong and cannot pull my fingers from, and then no, whoops, you know. So it's my name is Thea, yes. My name is Brian, well, you know, and you can. So, but it's important that you test for yes and no if you test right. So that's also a way you can help finding ways. Oh, that's I'm good to hear that, Patty. I'm happy about that. So I hope these two things might be able to help you. You can the yes no thing. You can also do that standing up, but please don't do that if you're tending to, you know, sway or anything, because then it's important to test that yes is forward and the no is backwards. For instance, if you stand up, you can taste, and if you don't taste right, then take a sip of water, or, you know, like use your zipper and sip yourself up from yeah, from your root chakra and up, and then try again and see if it helps. So yeah, a little fifth things doing. So path, let's see. Also great to see you. So let's see cards for path. Oh, there's a angel healing waters card. 2 cards from healing waters for you, path. So hi Danny, I am finding cards for path, and after that I can find some cards for you if you would like, 1 or 2 cards depending on what the cards are telling me. Come on for path. Guarding relationship, yes. Then this was going to be another card. So just pulling one more. The first one was not about relationship, that was more general. But let's see if it can be used anyway. Path, relationships. This one here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, you have the pearl and the ripple effect. And the pearl, it's saying about the alchemy. So that's also about changes. And changes sort of on another level, if that makes sense. From grit to grace, I'm not quite sure what the grit is here. Maybe something, if you have some, you know, a little bit of dirt or something not that good as a grit, you know. I'm not quite sure about that word, but grace, I know what is. So, so from something not grace to grace, and the reward is in the end. And the pearl, you know, a pearl is, I know why. The pearl is created, for instance, in an oyster. It can also be in a mussel, and it's created to protect the oyster from some sort of sand or grain or some sort of dirt that comes into it, and then it makes it share this protection around it, and that is what makes the pearl. So the pearl is something that is created from hard times. So taking from hard times and changing that through, that's the alchemic process, into something that has value, something shiny, something precious for you. So creating tough times, hard times into something precious, using that to change, to learn, to grow into something more light. And we have the ripple effect to support that. Yes, I know it's a part of something bigger, but I get that's not the main thing here. It's, you know, the ripple effect in itself, that if you do something, you know, like when you throw a stone in the water, then the rings spread out. So, and we have the galaxy in the middle, it's swirling. So one little thing put in will spread out. So for every little thing you do will spread out and have a much greater effect. So this card are asking you of not worrying about any details, because they are taken care of. You are worrying, but not worrying. That's why I'm doing like this. You are taking care of the bigger picture by remembering being in this transformational alchemical process, by changing, I know, like the gritty nitty things, and the things that, you know, like by changing them into something precious, into changing them into lessons, to growth and shine from it. Oh, that's nice, Pass. Yes. So I think so. That's definitely that's definitely cards for that, especially the pearl one. You know, the difficult times and stuff, and doing and detailed thing. You worry about, not worry, but you know, you take care of the bigger picture, about the transformation, the alchemical process, about growth, and and then it will spread like rings in the water. When you take care of that in you, then it will spread out to him and other people too. So, oh my God, it's 3 for this. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, I know you. It's in the middle of the night, different places, depending on where you are. I know. Oh, so let's see. Yes, you can, Path. Yes, you can. Yes. So, Danny. So now it's card for you here. One from that one. No, also 2 from Healing Water. 1 from Healing, 2 from Healing. Yes. So, Danny, now this is cards for you. I'm going to keep an eye on the time, because I will sit here around an hour at the most. Otherwise, I will be too sore on my back. Whoa! You should think I only had about 3 or 4, maybe 5 cards in this deck. but I don't, because you got the metamorphosis and the pearl, and it's yeah, embrace the transformation. So these two cards working together, it's really double up on the shifting, the changing, the transformation, because things have already shifted, things are different. So embracing that will bring in the creation of the pearl. From things that annoys and doesn't feel that good, embracing that transformation, embracing that things are different now, will through the alchemical process, so to speak, will create a pearl also. It will create growth, it will create learning, it will create something better. And the pearl card is the first one. So remember that, and that can help you to embrace the shifts, both the ones that are already happened and the ones that you are in the middle of and the ones still to come. You know, because there are things that are already different. So you are in the process already of creating this pearl. You are in the process of the growth and the learning and the shining even more. So keep on with the embracing the shift and the transformation, because things have already shifted, things have already changed, and you are still in the middle of some new changes and shifts, and there will still be more. So the more you embrace this transformation you are in, the bigger the pearl, the shinier the pearl. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. That was for you, Danny. And you're so welcome, Danny. Hi, Dorian. Would you like a card? And yes, I will timestamp after, so you can find for the card for the reading, card for the week, and for the ones coming in after, maybe not being interested in all the personal cards, then they can find just the cards for all of us. So, I'm also going to timestamp my Danish reading, but yeah. But I didn't have time because I had already put on the time when to begin for this, so it would be too stress. This Unity card is coming again and again, and the making waves showing itself once more. You have the making waves as the first card. It's also saying, so now is the time to set things in motion, to do what you want, so to speak, to set things in motion. The card is literally saying the momentum is building. It is your time. And you can see how she creates these big things and setting all this in motion. And you have the Unity card. So it's about both. Let's see. Yeah, it's again once more finding the groups, the people, where you feel seen and heard, but also where you can be an inspiration for others. I really get that this is not just where you can find an inspiration, it's also where you can be an inspiration for other people. It's a two-way thing, and I get that, especially because this is the card with the making waves, where you are the one creating what is set in motion. So it's not only where you feel seen and heard and where you can get inspiration, it's also where you can inspire others in situations and groups and with persons where you can do that. That's time for that now. I hope that helps, Dorian. Two angel cards more for the collective, and then unless someone else comes in, I think that will be it for today. I can do one, maybe two more personal, depending on when they get in. Now I'm taking, let's see. Again, So that's for something that's important for all of us, to finding places, groups where we feel seen, heard, at home in a way, and where we can be inspired, and where we can give inspiration. That's so important. And we have the Eight of Air. That's kind of special in this deck, because in traditional tarot it's about feeling trapped but not really being trapped, that it's an illusion that you're trapped. But here I don't even get the feeling of being trapped. I get the feeling of this unicorn in front. It has found the way out, and it is leading. It is taking the ways, and the other unicorns in the back are following it. So yes, be the leader, so to speak. Be the inspiration to others by carrying the light and shine it. In traditional tarot, this is the Hierophant or the High Priest, depending on what deck you use. So it's really also much about, carrying the light and being the example, being the teacher, by living a life, by making choices from your heart, by living a life, oh, really? Yeah. I love it. It's passion might be a strong word, but I love to see my little birds. It feels like they're my birds, but then not happening much now. It sort of feels like there's been a shift in the season, way earlier than usual, and it happened more than a week ago. It really like, whoa, what's happening in the middle of July, and this summer season here where I am, usually to the end of August, around that. So it's like, whoa, a month early, but I really feel that shift, and I can feel it still. But anyway, this here with the Eight of Air and the Unity card for all of us here. Be the leader, show the way, be the inspiration for others. Take inspiration and give inspiration, and then be the inspiration for others too. That is also an important message for this week. Yeah. We don't have so many ducks this year or last year, but a couple of years ago it was still allowed to feed the birds in the area, and we have so many ducks. It was like, wow, because they had a lot to eat. But now there's also room for some other birds like the coots and the grapes and stuff. But yeah, and we had the swans earlier in the year, but they moved when they had their little young swans. When they've been out a couple of weeks and the legs are a bit stronger, then they are walking down to the fjord from here. So then they're moving. So that, yeah, I'm happy you were here too. I know this is quite early for those of you in the States, either really early or in the middle of the night, depending on where you live. I know that. And whether or not you have daylight savings or not. We have daylight savings here. So now the time is a little after 10 in the 10 a.m. When we go back to our normal time, it will be 9 a.m. So we are an hour ahead right now. So Florida, yeah, I don't know if Florida doesn't feel like a place with daylight savings. It would be like, why? Yeah. Yes, you're right about that, Patty. You're so right about that. But I have been sensitive for a couple of the season shifts for quite some years. I have for many years felt when it shifted from winter to spring, and when it shifted from summer to fall, summer to autumn, and from autumn to winter. The spring to summer, not so much, but that's mainly because it mixes so much. But this year I actually felt it. It was also quite early, and so I sort of like pushed it away. But in hindsight, I can see I did feel it. So now I feel the shifts in the seasons when they are, and they are definitely not following the calendar close at the moment, not here. And that's so many reasons, you know, magnetic shifts and stuff like that. But yes, especially all the warm stuff. But what you can do to help, instead of stressing out, oh no, this is all going to, you know, bad places. The more you are in your calm, the more you're accepting what is, and as a part of the process, you know, creating the pearl, staying in the calm, breathing, and ripples like ripples in water, you know, sending that out, radiating that. The more you are helping, the more you are helping yourself, your loved ones, humankind, Mother Nature, through the shift. You know, the more you're doing it, the more you are being in this state of happiness, lightness, light. At least not worry, a state where you don't worry, don't feel anxious. The more you are in places where you do not experience those kind of feelings, emotions, the more calm, the more ease, the more light. Both light in like light versus dark, but also light versus heavy. So I love that light in English has both meanings. In Denmark, we have different words for it. So I love that. But I think that was it for this week. A little heads up, in 3 weeks, I think it's about the 19th of August, something, I will not be live. I will, however, be doing a pre-recorded video for you to watch. And I will not be live I will not make what is it called? A replacement live in the same week, because I have so much to do in that week. And the reason I'm not live on that Monday is because in 3 weeks I am not home. We are visiting some family in another part of the country, and we leave Friday and get home again. We leave Friday morning and get home, I think it's Monday late afternoon, mid-evening or something like that. So yeah, and I have healing sessions and someone to come painting the room where the teen lived in that week. So it's a busy week when I get home. So, but I will make a pre-recorded video for you to watch. If there will be a replacement live, it will be the week up to, but you know, I have so much to do in preparing for this, so I wouldn't. But I will, oh, that's in 3 weeks, I can't remember that, but I will mention it at least in the in the week before, if I don't remember to mention it in all my lives up to that. But now you are pre-prepared, you have had a heads up, and I will also mention it in the live before, and probably also write it on my community page. And I did something on my community page, I think it was yesterday. I pulled some cards and I took a picture and put it up and wrote a few words about the meaning of them. And I will probably do that once in a while, from time to time. So keep an eye out, and also on the community page I post some links from time to time with some videos to if you want some other sort of background, some astrological background of what's going on, or especially the one called Pam Gregory from Britain. She's really good at this astrology thing combined with the spiritual thing, and have also she's really, I love to watch her and have this calmness about her. So if you're interested in any of that, then take a look at my community page. I post some inspirational links, and now also from time to time a little card or two with a few words to it as some extra bonus for you guys. So yeah, I think that's about it. I've also been sitting here almost an hour now, so I will say thank you so much for all of you for participating, and about in a few minutes I will begin doing the what's it called, the timestamps, so you can easily find if you need some extra. So thank you so much, Doreen. Also a great day to you and to the rest of you. Sending you love, light from my heart, and yeah, and lots of light from the outside. My white hair is looking like really shining here because of the light coming out in from the windows. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So today I have to have something in my hair with a little bit of color, otherwise it would be like white, and the top of my head will totally disappear. Especially with my light skin also. So yes, have a nice day, and thank you all for participating, and take care and have a nice week, and catch you later. Bye for now. Bye bye. Take care.